Queen Tribe, what's good with y'all? This Coach Rod. Back with another video for today. I wasn't planning on doing another video, but I had saw a question. And on my last video I did how to teach a man how to treat you, and somebody had comment and I want to respond to the comment. And I'm glad she commented it. That way, you know, I give a man opinion on it, a man input on her situation. And this is the reason why I do what I do, to give a male perspective to women, to protect women, because a lot of things women just don't know. A lot of things women just don't know. She said, thanks for sharing, Rod. What to do for men you just getting to know, that try to find out where you live through other methods such as license plate, etc. You know, I responded back to her, run. Whenever a man trying to find out where you stay, and he'll go to the point of running your license plate to get to know where you stay at, where you live, that's a red flag that you need to run. Because you got to ask yourself, why does this man want to know where I stay that bad till he are going and getting and running my license plate to figure out where I stay at? See, a lot of times women get into a relationship where a man putting their hands on them because they overlook the little small red flag. It be the little small red flags that they overlook. Like this one right here. To some of y'all might say, well, it's not a small red flag. I mean, wow, that's a big red flag. But it all depends on the woman. You know, some women just don't understand men. You know, and I'm not gonna always say naive. Sometimes it could be a woman that's naive, but to be nice about it, this situation right here, this young lady don't really understand men and how men operate. She don't understand the psyche of a man, and they overlook the red flags. And a lot of times I can be coaching a woman, and I be like, you ain't seen no red flag? And they'll say, well, I ain't seen no red flag. It wasn't no red flag. And whenever you are dealing with a man who's got the wrong intention, it's going to be some red flag. But I think a lot of time, a lot of women don't know, can't like discover the red flags. They don't know how, like, they don't know. A lot of times it can be red flags in their face. To them, they don't know it's a red flag because they're a woman and they don't understand men. And see, that's why I do what I do. That's why God called me to protect women, to tell women from a man's perspective. Now, see, another woman, she might tell you, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. That man trying to know where you stay at, girl, you know. Oh, excuse me. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. He's just trying to get to know where you stay at, girl. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I won't cut him out, girl. Give him a chance. You see what I'm saying? But from a real man perspective, when the man go that far to try to get your license plate, to find out where you stay at, you need to run. You need to run. And if you can, see, can you get a restraining order on him? Because you don't want that man, you know what I'm saying? This man might stalk you. You don't know what he's about. And this generation, man, you can't really trust people like that right there, man. It's just not normal. And the reason why I say this is because I'm a real man. And I'm telling you this right here. When a real man really likes a woman, when a real man sees a woman, that somebody that he wants to be with, he's not going to be too aggressive. This man is just too aggressive. And whenever you are with a man, You are trying to get to know a man. If that man is too aggressive, that's a red flag that he could be. He could be. I'm not saying that he is. So a lot of times y'all gotta listen to what I be saying. Key words. He could be a man that put his hands on women. When a man is too aggressive, he could be a man that put his hands on women. So just say, I don't know, did y'all lady experience this situation like this? They were having a phone conversation, phone conversation one day. Then the man asked, hey, so where you live at? And she probably told him, well, I'm trying to get to know you right now, and I don't let, men know where I live until I get to know them. So she probably told him that. So I don't know how she found out that this man trying to use her license plate. If he told her that, well, he might have said, well, I can find out where you live at now. All I got to do is run your license plate. See what I'm saying? If that's the case, you need to run. Because a real man, number one, if a real man asks you, a man with the right intentions that really cares about you, if he do ask you where you live at, if you tell him, no, I don't feel comfortable right now, he gonna, for me, my opinion, for me, if I did ask a woman where she stayed, and she said, well, I don't feel comfortable right now, because I just met you, I don't know you. Me being a gentleman, I would say, well, I understand, sweetheart, no problem, you ain't gotta let me know. Because I know eventually, once I get to know her, she probably might will. See what I'm saying? And that's the average man that got the right intentions, that really sees you as a wife, or who really trying to build with you, who really trying to get to know you and connect with you the right way. That's how he gonna do it. He gonna be like, okay, no problem, sweetheart. I understand, and he gonna just leave it alone. But when the man do go run your license plate, when the man is too aggressive, whenever a man try to force himself on you, whenever a man can't take no for an answer, you gotta keep telling him, no, I don't do that, no, I don't do that, no, I don't do that, and he keep on trying you. You gotta cut that off. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to cut a man off. That right there, that's for you to cut him off right there. Because that, to me, that's not right. You see what I'm saying? Something you may gotta check a man on. All depends on what it is. But when a man gonna go and run your license plate, that's like, come on. And that's one thing I've been trying to teach the queen lately. Because a lot of women overlook the small stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a man gonna try a woman. And they do it all the time. A man gonna test a woman. Again, unless that man is a man of character. If he's not a man of character, if he's not a man of integrity, he's gonna test you. They do it all the time. For an example, like I said before, earlier today, one client, the man try to make her jealous. Did what the man do, other women like me. Other women want to be with me. He throw that up on her face to try to see if she gonna get. That's a test. That's what I be telling y'all. A man gonna try you. That's a man trying you right there. He trying you to see how you gonna react, what type of woman you will. And once he see that you gonna sit there and let him do what he want, and you don't say nothing, you don't hold him accountable, get what? You send him a message that, oh man, she weak, man, I can walk all over her. You see what I'm saying? It just be the little tests like that men run on women that a lot of times women don't get. But when that's the man for you, when that man is really serious about you, trust me, you're going to know it. He going to be a gentleman. That's what y'all got to realize, a gentleman. A gentleman is not going to go. A gentleman is not going to go and I had to drink some water coming out my throat. A gentleman not gonna go and try to run your license plate to find out where you live. And that's why I always tell Queen, don't let a man know where you live at when you first meet this man. When you trying to get to know this man, until y'all at least exclusive to at least maybe 6 months, and you know for sure that this man is a good man. You feel like your intuition and all that. You got to pray about this stuff too. Don't just be in a rush letting the man know where you live. And if a man can't respect that, then guess what? Then y'all don't need to be together. You don't need to be trying to build with this man if he can't respect your boundaries. When the man is going behind your back, trying to run your license plate to see where you live, he disrespecting your boundaries. And whenever a man disrespect your boundaries, you got to address that. And that's the thing. Men disrespect women's boundaries all the time. They do it all the time. Whenever a man disrespect your boundaries, he's not the man for you. That's a man who disrespecting a queen boundaries by trying to run her license plate to find out where she live. So my sister, and to anybody else watching the podcast video, whenever a man do something like that, you got to cut ties with him. You got to cut ties with him, because that's not normal for a man to want to run a woman's license plate. Why this man want to know where she live to the point that he'll do something like that? You see what I'm saying? So I would advise her, start trying to get to know him, cut it off with him, and if she had to go get, a restraining order, go get a restraining order. Tell the police, this man trying to use my license plate, you know where I live. I mean, I don't know if that's ground for the restraining order. I don't know how that works. But do your investigation, do your research. You see what I'm saying? Don't just let this man find out where you live. And you say, oh, I'm trying to get to know him. And he telling you, well, I'm gonna run your license plate. And you just overlooking that. It just be the small red flags that women overlook. And then, once they get into it with the man, relationship with the man, they get soul tied with the man. They form that soul tie with the man, and then that's when the man change. That's when the man change, and then start putting their hands on them. And a lot of women stay because they soul tied, and he loved me. And one thing about a woman, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why. When a woman want to be with a man, she always put God in it. Oh, I know it's God sent. A man could be putting his hands on him. A man could be controlling. A man could be manipulating and all that. This woman will sit right here and actually believe that this is who God want her to be with. And the woman will stay right there with a man. But if queens would catch the red flags, the small red flags in the beginning, they can't avoid being in relationships where a man putting their hands on them. You see what I'm saying? So that's a red flag right there. And it may be a small red flag to you, but that's a red flag. And red flags mean run. Red flags mean run. The color red, it represents danger. It means stop. That means stop. Because if you keep going, you're going to do something. You're going to run the red light. And if you run the red light, you are liable to get in an accident. You see what I'm saying? And that's what red flag mean in relationship. If you don't stop and obey this sign right here, you could get in an accident in a relationship. Now you with a man that's putting hands on you. So whenever a man trying to run your license plate, so run. Cut that off. Cut it off. That's a red flag. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Hey man, it's tight, but it's right. God bless y'all. This Coach Rob, man. We'll talk soon.